Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited about today's video. I filmed 3 different Valentine's Day looks. I did a date night look, a girls night out look, and a staying at home look. So let's get started with the date night look. First, I'm going to prime my face with the Monat Aftershave and Moisturizer. I mean, it's meant for men, but it works really good. And I'm like watching back thinking, why am I so rough on my face? Stop! Then I'm going in to conceal my dark circles with the Benefit Boing Brightening Concealer. This is in the number 2. I put that over my dark circles and then across my eyelids too to conceal some of the veins and stuff there. And I put it around my nose too. Next, I'm using a new foundation. This is the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. And I'm really loving this stuff. I'm in the color Barcelona. It's super lightweight. So I feel like I have to use a lot. I use like 4 pumps, but it covers really well and it doesn't feel heavy, so I'm liking it.
You said, oh, let's go crazy love.
Next, I'm taking Tarte Shape Tape. This is the color Light Sand. Putting this under my eyes, on my lids. This is how I prime my eyelids. And then anywhere else that I have darkness, a little bit of this stuff goes a really long way.
And you said, oh, let's go crazy. And you said, oh, let's go crazy love. And you said, oh.
And I set that with my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I do a light bake with my damp beauty blender under my under eyes, and then I set my lids with that as well.
Let's go crazy.
Then I'm setting my whole face with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the color Luminous Light. This just gives you a really nice like candlelit glow. I really like this stuff.
And if we don't go out tonight.
And to bronze, I am using the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster Powder in the color Medium to Dark. I also contour with this as well. I'll go over and bronze my whole face, and then I'll go back under my cheekbones and add a little bit more to contour.
And if we stay inside and waste our time.
For my blush, I'm taking the Marc Jacobs Air Blush. This is in the color Kinking Kisses. Mine looks really rough. I dropped it and I did the Pinterest like rubbing alcohol or whatever to try to fix it. So it works, it just doesn't look very pretty. For highlighting, I'm taking my Anastasia Glow Kit. This is in the color, what is it, Strawberry? No, Starburst. And I'll do my cheekbones and my nose and my Cupid's bow and chin, and I do above my eyebrows too. Then once I'm done with that, I take the color Marshmallow and I hit like above my apples of my cheeks just to give it a little bit extra glow. And I set all the powders down with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting powder or setting spray. And then I put my brows on with the Anastasia Dip Brow. I'm in the color Dark Brown. And to start my eye look, I used the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I just ran this really light color like over my whole lid. And then I'm taking the, what brush is this? Morphe M433 brush. And I'm taking just a darker color and going over the crease. Then I'm wetting my brush and going over that with the Nubian palette by Juvia's. I think it's Juvia's Place, but it just says Juvia's on the palette. And I'm taking the bronze color and going over my lids with that. And dusting away any fallout that you could have. Next, with this light yellow color, I'm just blending out the bronze. This color is super pretty. It's a really light champagne color, and with a damp brush again, I'm just adding that to the center of my lid. And I'll also take the same color with a damp brush and put it in my like tear duct under my eye in the inner corner.
You said, oh, let's go crazy love.
I'm taking the bronze color that we used on our lid and adding that under my lash line. And this is just a black pencil that I'm adding in my waterline and my upper waterline. Sorry if this creeps you out. It's not a very cute look.
Let's go crazy, love.
I add that to the outer edge of my eye too, and I'm going to take an angled brush and just smoke it out and do a winged liner with this. This is a really great way of doing winged liner if you're not very good with like a liquid pen. So I'm just making that into a little wing. And you can make this as big or as small as you want.
Let's go crazy, love.
Then I just take a black eyeshadow and go over that to darken it up, and I connect that to the bottom lash line as well.
Let's go crazy. And if you go out dancing tonight. And if you're
Then I just take a dark brown color on a pencil brush just to smoke it out even further. And then with any highlighting color, you could even use the color you used on your cheekbones. I'm just highlighting the inner corner. For lip liner, I'm using MAC Whirl, and I do kind of overline my lips on the outer edge just a little bit. For lipstick, this is NARS in the color Orgasm. It's just a really pretty, it's kind of sheer, but it has some shimmer to it. And for gloss over that, I just have this little like trial tester size of the Grande Lips. It's just the clear one. It's a lip plumper, but it doesn't burn as much as some do. It's really nice. So that's your first lip option. Then I also did a red lip option too. This is the Anastasia Liquid Lip in American Doll. My theory is if you're going on like a first date or you don't know the guy very well, I would do nude, because if you're going out to eat or whatever, the red lip fades and it can look kind of funky. So unless you know him really well, I probably wouldn't wear the red lip. So for look number 2, I'm using the Nuvian palette again, and I'm taking that light yellow color or light orange color and running that through my crease. And I'm using that same Morphe M433, is it? I think it is, yeah. This palette is really pretty. It's the Dream Sequence palette by Bare Minerals. I feel like if you have brown eyes, you kind of need this. It's just a really good go-to purple palette. I love this eye look, especially for brown eyes. And I'm running the darkest purple color through that crease again and just smoking it out. Then back to my Jaclyn Hill palette. Of course, I'm taking the purple color and on a wet brush, I'm adding that on my lid. Are you guys liking my new mic? Do I sound better? Then I'm just taking a clean brush and blending out the edges. And back to the Jaclyn Hill palette with this blue color, I'm adding this into the crease. I actually don't know if this really did anything. I feel like you could probably skip this step, but I mean, I guess it did darken up the outer edge just a little bit. Then back to my Bare Minerals palette, I'm taking the light purple color on a damp brush again and just adding that to the center of my lid. I feel like this looks really complicated, but it's actually really easy to do. With the same color we used on our lid from the Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm taking that on a little tiny brush, and I think I wet this one too. Yeah, I did. And then just adding that to the lower lash line. Then I just take, I had fallout, so I'm dusting away the fallout. But this brush is just a clean brush, and I'm smoking out that purple color a little bit to make it a little bit more blended.
Sunshine, sunshine.
And on a tiny little damp pencil brush, I'm adding that light purple color to my inner corner.
Like firecrackers on the 4th of July. Oh, sweet thing.
And I'm going to do winged liner for this look. I feel like you don't really need it, but I did a wing and then I added mascara. And I'm using Whirl Lip Liner again by MAC to line my lips. And I forgot to mention that my whole face is the same as the previous look. False eyelashes would look awesome for this too, but I don't like the way they feel, so I skipped them. This color is really pretty, and now I can't find it, but it's a Too Faced color. I think it's in my purse, actually. Or I'll link it down below for you so you can go look at it. But it wears really, really well. I thought that this look would be really pretty for going out with the girls.
When we come together.
And for look number 3, I hope I didn't scare you with my face. For this is my Netflix and chill look, and I'm pretty sure that that means something dirty, but I'm actually talking about legitly watching Netflix. This is probably the look that I will be wearing on Valentine's Day. So I just went back with my Benefit Boing Concealer, and then I'm taking the same foundation, but this time I'm using it on my fingers just to give it a more sheer coverage. I have to go over it with my beauty blender because, I don't know, it wasn't blending that great for me, but it was an easy way to put it on really quickly, and then I just blended out the edges with my sponge. And I'm taking the Tarte Concealer again, the same one I used before. I'm just not going as crazy with it. I'm just doing a few dots of it. And even though this is a way more laid back look, I still want it to last. So I'm setting my under eyes with my Laura Mercier powder again.
Oh, sweet thing.
And setting my whole face with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting powder. And I'm doing the same. I mean, I guess I could have probably just used the same base as before. It's pretty much the same thing I did to the last 2 looks. It's just way less.
When we come together.
And this is the Luminoso by Milani for my cheeks. And then you wouldn't really need to do a highlighter with this blush because it is really luminous, but I'm extra, so of course I have to highlight. And that's with my Wet n Wild highlighter in Precious Petals. For my brows, I didn't want to go as heavy, so I just used the Anastasia pencil this time. And I'm just taking the bronzer that I use and running that through my crease, just to give a little definition. And I'm highlighting my inner corner with the Wet n Wild highlighter that we used on our cheeks. I'm lining my lips with Whirl again. Obviously, I like this color. And I'm going to use the same gloss I used in the first look. It's just a clear gloss, so it's really easy to reapply.
Sweet thing.
And that finishes look number 3. I hope you guys like this. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. Please like and subscribe, and let me know what you're doing for Valentine's Day, because I will probably be doing nothing. Thank you so much for watching, and happy Valentine's Day. Bye!